Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. How are you? Which was the last movie you saw? Did you like it? Tell me in the comments, because I have no creativity whatsoever in introducing myself. So how are you? Tell me about yourself. So what is the topic of today? So today's topic is, before buying a bike, what should you do, what should you not? तो बाइक खरीदने से पहले आपको क्या करना है और क्या नहीं करना है. प्लीज़ forgive me if I switch languages in between. So anyways, what should you do before you buy a bike? So let me tell you by quoting my original personal experience. One thing is that see, I have bought around 4 bikes, right? So I have a fair bit of experience with what's good and what's worse. First of all, these companies like Bajaj, TVS, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, Hero. So every company has a specific policy how they want to sell their product. Some focus on customer satisfaction, some focus on sales, some focus on nothing whatsoever because they have their product to speak for itself. Yes. So what do you do before you make up your mind on a bike? What you do is you do R&D on internet, ask people, watch videos like this one that I'm making, and go to other channels and watch videos what they are offering, and some actually provide very good information. So you do a thorough R&D, right? But earlier it not used to be like this. So let me just turn from here. So we have a gift at our hands in terms of internet, right? So I say take advantage of it. Like when you do R&D on bikes, like what is the top speed, how are the gear ratios, taller gearing, shorter gearing, what is the mileage, what is the comfort, how are the tires, are they tubeless or not, like there are lots of questions. So when I was deciding for my bike, I actually made an Excel file with the name of the bike, whether it's tubeless or not, what is the engine capacity, and so on and so forth. So you should do that as well before deciding on a bike. This is before deciding on a model of the bike, right? Like you are confused between 2 bikes. Let's say you are confused between Apache and Pulsar. So write down and then compare them side by side on an Excel sheet, which is, I think, a good thing to do, right? So that's one thing. And the next thing that you should do is write the pros and cons. Like if I have to compare between Pulsar 220F and Suzuki Gixxer SF, so they both provide fairing, but one is part fairing and one is full fairing, right? They both provide tubeless tires. Suzuki Gixxer does not have a projector headlight, but Pulsar 220 comes with a headlight, projector headlight, sorry. And then you can also write that engine wise it's a Suzuki, it's a Bajaj. So like pros and cons, you should write that them down as well, right? So this is also a place which you should think about. Okay, so now you have made yourself aware, you have compared the bike. Now what you have to do, if you have decided, like I have decided on Avenger 220 Street, so now what you have to do, you have to search for that bike as well, that bike and that bike only. Forget about the rest. You have eliminated those bikes, then obviously you want this bike. So now what you will search is, you will come to these channels like mine and you will search for what can you do after you buy this bike, or how is the after sales, and what is the service cost, vagera vagera. So you do that and make yourself very much aware of the model that you are going in, so that when you go to the showroom and you ask for do you have Bajaj Avenger Street 220 and he says yes, then you should know more than the showroom guy. That's the one thing you have to remind yourself, that you should know more about the bike than the showroom guy itself. Like in my case, I'll give you an example. Like in my case, this was around October or November last year. So I plan to buy this bike in October, and on XBHP and some other forums, I got to know that there is a tubeless model available. So right then and there, I made up my mind that if I'm going to buy this bike, I'm going to buy this bike with tubeless tires. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy this bike. So that was a deciding factor for me, right? So whenever I inquired on the showroom, they always rejected outright by saying no, the Bajaj Avenger, any model does not come with tubeless tires. So I was very disappointed. Someone, I don't remember his actual name, but someone on XBHP claimed that he already bought a motorcycle, Avenger Street 220, which had tubeless tires. So it was shocking for me, like he bought the bike, and the showroom guys are saying that it's not available at all. Bajaj does not even make the bike. So that was very disappointing for me. So I started R&Ding on it a lot, and someone from Bangalore said that yes, it now comes with Bajaj Avenger Street. It now comes with tubeless tires. So I was sure that yes, if more than one people are claiming, that it must be true. I have to do something to find this out. So funny incident is, when I actually went to the showroom and inquired about this, they also said, no sir, Bajaj does not make this bike and stuff like that. But they're sorry fate, because right on the showroom, which they even did not know, the model that was placed for the showpiece, the showcasing model, that was tubeless tire. It was matte green and it was tubeless tire. So this is something that when you tell them that you know the bike more than them, then it comes like, because to be honest, they literally know a little bit about the bike, as much as the company tells them that you must know. They don't, because they're not going to buy it, so they don't, it's just a commodity for them. They just have to sell it. You are going to buy it for yourself, you know. So the logic is that they know, but they know only the formality know-how that they should know. So what you should do, you should know more than them. That's the first thing that you should do. Make yourself aware more than them. And if you want to buy insurance, like in cars, well, I would prefer that you should go with the showroom guy, in my sense. If it's a four-wheeler, then you might pick an insurance from some other company or your bank or what have you. But in two-wheelers case, I think you should go with the zero depreciation policy. Yes, this is the second point. Before buying the bike, do take a check of the insurance, that if it's zero depreciation or not. A zero depreciation insurance, if you do not know, is a very divine type of insurance. See, if you have a normal type of insurance which is not zero depreciation, then what happens is, suppose you had an accident and you broke your tank or your fairing or anything, headlight, vagera vagera. So when you have a normal insurance, you'll go to the company, you'll claim insurance, you'll fill up the form, you'll tell them how you got in an accident or whatever. So what they will do, they will tell you that this part costs around 1000 rupees. Now, if you have normal insurance, you have to pay around 400 rupees for that, and the rest 600 will be paid by the insurance company. But if you have zero depreciation insurance, then 100% will be paid by them. You only have to pay service charges. That's it. I mean labor costs. That's it. So yes, before buying insurance, please make up your mind that you are going to buy a zero depreciation policy. And many people think that it's important to the only bikes which have fairings and stuff, plastic and stuff, which might break. But let me tell you, it is applicable to every bike. Like my friend who has an Avenger Street just like me, got in an accident and his whole tank was destroyed from this side. So what he did, he filed for insurance, but he did not have zero depreciation policy. So what happened, he had to pay more. Although ICICI operates in a different way with Bajaj. I think you have to pay outright, then the amount comes to your the sum comes to your bank account, I think. So that's one thing. I am going around in circles here. So yeah, that's the second thing. First thing was to be aware, no more than the showroom guy. And second is buy zero depreciation insurance. Third will be bargain. You should bargain. Many people think, okay, he quoted me that, so I'm not going to bargain because it's a bike. इसका एक प्राइस होता है, एक्स शोरूम प्राइस, RTOs, registration वगैरह वगैरह, blah blah blah. But let me tell you, you can bargain on that as well. Different showrooms will quote you. Different showrooms will quote you different prices. Why? Because they save some money by offering you that money. I went with the cheapest offering that I got. I think it cost me around 1 lakh something. I'm not sure, but 1.01. Let's say 1 lakh 1,000. So that was the case with me. And when I inquired with other agencies, other showrooms, someone quoted me 1.05, someone quoted me 1.02, and someone even claimed to offer me 99.9. But that was really far from my place, so I didn't want to go there. So I bought it from JS Bajaj Buradi, and they did a hell of a job. The bike is buttery smooth. So yes, what you should do, you should bargain. And if they are providing you with free accessories like seat cover, don't take it. Helmet, whether if it's compulsory, then it's okay. But if they are providing you that cheap quality and saying that it's 600 rupees in cost, while you clearly can see that it's at most 200 rupees a piece, a fake Chinese built helmet, that they are sticking it to you, then you should say no, I'm not going to buy the helmet. If they are saying that they will provide you grips, don't take the grips. These are not branded ones. The seat covers they provide, also not branded one. I'm also turning from here because I'm moving in circles because I have to talk a lot. So yes, don't buy this stuff. They will say that they will provide you sari guard, which is essential. Yeah, do take that one. But if you think you can manage from outside, do it. No harm done. So this is also a major step that you should remember, that always bargain. You don't need accessories, to be honest, right? Now, what is the most important thing? When you book a model, when you go to the showroom and you have made up your mind that I'm going to buy Bajaj Avenger Street 220, and you go to the showroom, first of all, don't buy that model which is only one in quantity. Like they will say this is the last one or whatever. Don't buy that. Tell them bring more models and choose from the models. Test drive them. Without test drive, don't decide on a bike. No matter if it's brand new and you just saw it unboxed right in front of you, still don't buy it. First do a thorough test drive. Take someone with you. Drive it for around 1 kilometer at least. Or if they are not providing that, don't buy the bike from there. Buy from somewhere else. Not a big deal. But if it's someone sensible in their mind, they will provide you a test drive. So yes, do take a test drive before buying a bike. This is very important. You don't know the ergonomics of the bike. You don't know how your foot is going to rest. You don't know what is the distance between you and the handlebars. You don't know how big are the mirrors. You don't know how the horn works. There are little tiny things that you might not be comfortable with. So clear that out. Test drive is a must. And when you take the test drive, if you feel that this is the bike for you, then book that model only. If they will say that you took the test drive on that model, like that bike, although it's Avenger Street 220, but it was that one, so I will give you this one. Don't take it. I did a test drive on that bike. That was good. That was what I was happy with. Then I'm going to buy that bike only. So simple. And if you have difficulty with remembering, then let me tell you how you should check if it is the same bike or not. I have indicators on. Right. No, it's on this side. On Avenger, it's on this side. This is the VIN number or the chassis number, and this is different for all bikes. Let me just see if you can see or not. Can you see this number? Yes, so this number is different for all the bikes. So note this down, and next time when you go to buy the bike, tell them that it was this model. So I'm going to buy this particular model only, right? So yes, this is the thing that you should remember. And there's also a thread on xbhp.com, PDI, pre-delivery inspection. So yes, you made up your mind and paid the advance or whatever, booked the bike, but when you are out for delivery, you see that this is not the same model, then you should thoroughly inspect that model as well. Take a test drive again. If you feel it's not comfortable, tell them. And I would prefer not to buy a bike which is lying on the showroom for a while, because they keep the bike in not so, what can you say, not so healthy way, because they cannot. It's a commodity for them, it's a product for them. For me and you, it's bike, a way of transport. For them, it's a product that they are going to sell. So when they put it on showroom floor or put it outside the showroom, they are not that much careful with the bike. Yes, so that's what you should do before buying a bike. Now, specifically for Bajaj Avenger Street 220, I have a very important news to tell you. Not news actually, it's a very good piece of information that I am going to share with you. Recently, there's been a problem that I faced. Not I faced, the problem that my senior faced. He also has Avenger Street 220. The problem was he bought the bike March 2017. In March 2017 he bought his bike, right? Now I bought my bike on 12th December, I think 12th or 11th December, I don't remember exactly, 2016, and I have tubeless tires, and everything was very good. I decided, because this one comes with tubeless tires. Although I was going to buy Cruise because it offers that much comfort, but I changed my mind because of the tubeless tires. And then after watching my bike, after trying my bike out, my senior also decided on March 2017 to buy a bike for himself, which is going to be Avenger. But he wanted to have Cruise 220, not Street 220. So I told him that okay, if you want to buy Cruise, go with Cruise, but the Cruise does not come with the tubeless tires because it's a spoke wheel rim. So he was kind of in a dilemma, but although he liked Cruise, he decided on Street 220 because tubeless tires. Now after driving for so long, some days ago, around 7 days or 10 days ago, he experienced a puncture, and the shocking news is that tires were not tubeless, which is frustrating, irritating, cheating to an extent. So that's what I'm telling you. He paid for tubeless tire bike and got a tube tire. But that's a different story. That case, he has filed a case. He has filed a case against the showroom guys that they sold him a bike which is tube tire, claiming that it's tubeless tire. So if this can happen to him, then it can happen to anybody. So please make sure that every specification is as per the rule. I will show you the photos of his tire, and you can see the tire, the photo of tire right now. It's a Euro grip tire. it's not tubeless, it's tube tire. Now I'm going to show you my tire, the photo of my tire, which clearly mentions tubeless tire, right? So this is basic thing that you have to look out for. He got cheated, but at least we got to know something about that. The case is pending, and I think he will win, because obviously he was cheated. So this is it, guys. These are the things that you have to keep in mind before buying a bike. And please make yourself aware. That's the whole point of this video, is to make yourself aware. Okay, so before buying a bike, please watch this video, share it with others. और अगर सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो here the subscribe button, or here, I think here, otherwise नीचे भी है, लाल कलर का दिखता है. So go there, subscribe to that button, share this video. If you like this video, like it. If you don't like this video, dislike it. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.